Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Ariana Biermann opens up about Kim and Kroys split. Divorce F-King sucks. Ariana Biermann is getting candid about her parents' divorce. The Real Housewives of Atlanta kid, who is the second eldest daughter of Kim Zolciak Biermann and Kroy Biermann, took to her TikTok feed on December 4 to lament about what it's like to have parents who are separated. You know when you're younger, like 10, and you think about divorce, you're like, oh my God, 2 Christmases, 2 vacations, 2 birthday gifts, fun time, extra food on Thanksgiving. What a fun time, she began in her post. And then you grow up, and then you're an adult, and then it actually happens. And then you're like, oh shit, divorce F-King sucks. Oh my God. This is actually the worst thing that's ever happened for everyone involved, she continued. Ariana, who is currently in a relationship with high school sweetheart Hudson McLeroy, noted that the split has made her question whether or not marriage is for her. And then you think to yourself, do I want to get married? Because does that just make things complicated? Then you think, yeah, I do. Yeah, but no, I don't know. Because this really just king sucks, she concluded. So this just sucks. In a comment underneath Ariana's post, a follower said that her younger siblings Kroy Jagger KJ, Cascade, Kane Rin, and daughter Kaya Rose Biermann would follow Ariana's lead with how to handle the divorce. Ariana agreed, replying, "Amen," before referring to her siblings as the most important thing in life. More than a year after they first separated, Kroy and Kim have not yet finalized their divorce. News of the Don't Be Tardy cast members split came out in May of 2023. Kim and Kroy wed in Atlanta on November 11, 2011, and they share 4 children together. Kroy also adopted both Ariana and her older sister. Though Kim and Kroy called off their divorce in July 2023, things between the pair soured once again shortly thereafter. Kroy filed for divorce again in August 2023. Since then, Kim has sparked romance rumors with Chet Hanks, who is the son of Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. The pair first met while filming Surreal Life, Villa of Secrets. After their time on the show came to an end, they reunited at a Jelly Roll concert in November 2024. Stream The Real Housewives of Atlanta on Peacock now. Ariana Biermann opens up about Kim and Kroy's split. Divorced F-King sucks. Ariana Biermann, daughter of the famous reality star Kim Zolciak and former NFL player Kroy Biermann, has never been one to shy away from sharing her thoughts. But now, she's opening up about something deeply personal, the devastating split of her parents. In a raw and emotional interview, Ariana pulls back the curtain on her feelings about the divorce and offers a glimpse into the difficult emotional terrain she's been navigating. Her candidness sheds light on a side of the story that the public rarely gets to see: the messy, heartbreaking reality of a family fractured by separation. In her first public comments since the news of her parents' divorce broke, Ariana doesn't mince words. Divorce F-King sucks, she says plainly, her voice thick with the weight of her emotions. The 21-year-old daughter, who grew up in front of the cameras as part of the hit reality series The Real Housewives of Atlanta and Don't Be Tardy, admits that she's had a hard time coping with the unraveling of her family. A family on display. Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann were once a picture-perfect couple in the public eye. Their whirlwind romance, lavish lifestyle, and picture-perfect family made them a staple on television, with fans tuning in week after week to follow their story. But as is often the case in Hollywood, appearances can be deceiving. Behind the carefully curated social media posts and TV appearances, there were cracks in the foundation that eventually grew too large to ignore. For Ariana, the fallout has been jarring. When you grow up seeing your parents so in love, and then to watch it all fall apart, it really messes with your head, she admits. The young woman had always seen her parents as her support system. Her mother, Kim, was the one who gave her advice, and Kroy was the father figure who guided her through life. To now see them on opposite sides of a legal battle is something Ariana never thought would happen, and she's had to come to terms with a whole new reality. Ariana speaks with a sense of deep frustration, acknowledging the complexity of emotions involved in the divorce. There's sadness, anger, confusion, and even moments of guilt. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. It's hard to be close to both of them when they're so divided, she says. While she acknowledges that both of her parents are going through their own personal pain, it doesn't make it any easier on her. I'm just trying to find my own way through all this, Ariana shares. Sometimes I feel like I have to choose sides, but I don't want to. I love both of my parents, but seeing them go through this, it's so hard. No one prepares you for this kind of thing. Divorce is a painful experience for anyone, but it's particularly intense when you grow up in the public eye. For Ariana, every step of the journey, every emotion she feels, is on display for the world to judge. This added pressure has only compounded the difficulty of the situation. It's like we're not even allowed to grieve properly. People think they know the story just because they saw it on TV, but they don't know the half of it, she says. Finding strength. Despite the overwhelming weight of the situation, Ariana is trying to find strength in the chaos. She admits that it hasn't been easy, but she's learning to lean on her friends and her family, albeit in different ways than before. I've always been really close with my mom, but now I find myself talking to my brothers and friends a lot more, she says. I guess it's about building new relationships and figuring out how to cope with everything. The adjustment hasn't been without its challenges. Ariana's relationship with her father, Kroys, has been particularly strained, especially as the details of the divorce have played out publicly. She remembers how close they once were and how Kroys was always there for her. But now, the space between them feels too wide to cross. It's like we're both holding onto our own versions of the truth, and it's hard to come together when we're so far apart, she says, her voice heavy with emotion. However, there is a glimmer of hope in her words. I believe in healing, Ariana says. I know it will take time, but I have faith that things will get better eventually. I have to keep pushing forward, even if it's one step at a time. The impact on her future. As a young woman trying to carve out her own identity, Ariana is determined not to let her parents' divorce define her future. She's already made strides in her career and has set her sights on her own dreams. I'm not going to let this situation stop me from pursuing my goals, she declares. Ariana is passionate about fashion, and she's recently launched a fashion blog, which has quickly gained traction among her followers. I want to be known for who I am and what I create, not just for being Kim Zolciak's daughter, she adds. At the same time, Ariana recognizes the importance of learning from her past and using the lessons of her parents' relationship to guide her own life. I've seen how love can fade, and I never want that for myself, she reflects. But I also know that relationships take work. I'm just not in a rush to figure it out right now. I've got to focus on myself. Despite her resolve, Ariana admits that the emotional scars from her parents' divorce will likely take time to heal. It's like a wound that hasn't fully closed yet, she says. But I know it's part of growing up, and one day I'll look back and see how strong it made me. A message for others. In her final remarks, Ariana shares a message for anyone who may be going through a similar experience. Divorce sucks, but you're not alone, she says. It might feel like everything is falling apart, but you have to remember that you're allowed to feel however you feel. Don't let anyone tell you that you have to be okay right away. It's okay to not be okay. Ariana's openness about her parents' split is a reminder that even for those who seem to have it all, life is full of difficult and painful moments, but it's also a testament to the strength that can be found in vulnerability. Though the journey ahead may be uncertain, Ariana Biermann is proving that even in the midst of heartbreak, there is room for growth, healing, and hope. As she continues to navigate this challenging chapter, it's clear that Ariana is not just her parents' daughter. She's a young woman on her own path, learning to rise above the pain and move forward, one step at a time.